world. Now, let me preference this video by saying you don't have to take the advice that I'm about to give in this video today. And this video may seem like it's just me rambling on and on and on and on about this whole thing, but keep in mind that this happens to a lot of guys, and they may not realize it when they're doing it, and the girl might, or the woman might, tell her friend, and her friend will tell your friend, and then it'll get back to you somehow. Look, be cautious, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, let's just dive in. Look, whenever you're going out to, let's say, a bar, or a dance club, or a strip club, or, whatever it is, please, and I cannot stress this enough, please, do not go up to a woman, or any person at all, and just dive into it. Because that's not good. You could either get slapped in the face for it, you can get pepper sprayed, you can get kicked in the balls. Whatever you do, just don't go into the situation way too strong, because it'll lead to bad things for yourself. And I'm not talking from experience here. I've seen so many men out there who have just dived into a situation without putting the brakes on, because it could lead to a bad situation. And I'm not just talking about, she could have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend could kick your ass. Or she could be engaged or married, and her husband and or fiance could come and kick your ass. And if she's single, she will have friends around her to protect her, because that's what happens. So please, I don't know how much I can explain this to you guys. If you're going into a situation where, and it could be at a bar setting, it could be at a nightclub, it could be at a dance club, it could be anywhere. Be cautious of the surroundings. Look at what's happening around her, or around that person you're trying to talk to, because you could get all the wrong signals from that situation, and not even the guy will not even realize what's happening in that situation. So be mindful. Look around and see what's happening with the situation. If she has a boyfriend, or just be perspective. Not perspective. Just visualize. Look around. Look at the situation at the bar. If she's alone, or if she's got friends around her, please be very cautious of what you do, because it could end badly for you, the guy, trying to get something out of the girl. And I know it's hard, because you can't fully see what's happening in the situation and in the moment. Like, I sometimes I may come on a little bit strong. Not too strong, but a little bit strong. So sometimes I like to back off, because I don't want to be that guy that gets kicked in the testicles, or gets slapped in the face, or have to be told that they have a boyfriend, and or a fiance or a husband or something along those lines, because that could it could end badly, not for myself, but for every single guy out there who's ever tried to talk to a girl in a bar setting, or a nightclub setting, or a strip club setting, or any kind of setting that you can possibly think of. Strip clubs are a little bit easier, because it is a strip club and you get lap dances and all that stuff. But just be cautious of the situation. Look around and see what's happening. And you can get her a drink. You can buy her a drink, and she'll come over to you and say thank you. You can start a conversation that way. Or just, when you're going up to talk to her, don't seem like a creep. Don't seem like you're stalking her or anything like that. Visualize the situation and then approach it respectfully. Because if you approach it like going 100 miles an hour, you're gonna get hurt. And I don't want to see anyone get hurt. And this is, like I said, I'm not fully experienced in this whole situation, but I do have a little bit of experience in this situation. When I was going to bars, throughout my 20s and stuff like that, I would always visualize this situation. I would always approach the situation like, could this end badly for me? And if in my mind it ended badly, I was not going to approach that situation. Because you got to be smart about this, guys. Because if you're not smart, it's going to end very, 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 very badly for you. I cannot say this enough. You got to look at the situation. See what's happening. Because if you're not looking and you're going 150 miles an hour into that situation, you're going to get burned. You're going to get hurt. And like I said, you don't have to take my advice on the situation, but it's just think about everything that could happen in your head if you were to go into that situation without, looking at the surroundings, seeing what's happening, if she's got a boyfriend or she's got a fiance or she's got a husband, if she's around a group of girls. Be very, very cautious of what you do next. Because if you just go in there full force and full steam ahead, you're going to end up either in the back of a police car, or you're going to be down on your knees, holding your crotch area. It's not going to be fun for you. Just visualize this. If you're doing anything I said in this video, take a step back, because you're not gonna see it at very first glimpse, but when you get to her or whoever you're trying to talk to, it could end with a drink in your face. It could end with a slap on your cheek. It could end with a kick at your nether regions. And I don't want to see that for every single guy. So look at the situation, visualize what's happening. If it looks like the situation could be bad, don't approach it, because that'll end to heartbreak. That'll end in you getting hurt or you ending up in a police car. Now I've never experienced this full hand. But I've known many guys that have had this happen to them. Just be very, very, very cautious. Don't go at it 100% or 150%. Go at it like 25% or even less than 25%. Because if you go at it 150%, like I said, you could end up in the hospital, or you could end up in a very, 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 very bad situation that you do not want to find yourself in. Please, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Now, like I said, I've, maybe had a little tiny bit of experience on this subject, but I haven't had, full experience. I've known guys who have gone 150% into a situation without looking at what happened, or what's happening around that woman or that girl that you're trying to, talk to. And please, I cannot say this enough. Do not go up to the girl if she's drunk or if you're drunk, because that'll lead up to even worse situations and worse opportunities that you do not want to be in. Do it when she's, maybe had 1 or 2 drinks in her. And do it when you're sober. Because if she's had, 10 drinks in her, or if she's had, like 5 to 10 drinks in her, or if you've had 5 or 10 drinks in you, it's not giving you consent, and it's not giving her consent. That's the most important thing. It's all about consent. In any bar situation, and any nightclub situation, or anything at all, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, think before you act. Because if you don't think before you act, you're going to get hurt. First and foremost, I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about this subject. Think before you act. Because if you don't think, you're not going to get very far. You're going to get a drink thrown in your face. You're going to get kicked in the balls. You're going to get slapped in the face, or you're going to get beat up by the boyfriend, the fiance, or the husband, or whatever situation is entailing. She could be lesbian too. You don't want to be in that situation either. So basically, take away from this video, don't rush into anything. Perceive the situation, visualize what's happening, and if you want to go talk to her, only do it in two situations. Buy her a drink first, just one drink, and see if she comes over to you and starts talking to you, or, do it before she gets way too drunk, because you don't want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy who just rushes into something, goes 100 miles an hour, or even 150 miles an hour into a situation that you read wrong. Read the situation. Those are the key things to every situation inside of a bar, every situation inside of a nightclub, every situation inside of a, dance club, or wherever you're going. Visualize, see, and then go into it cautiously, because you don't want to get hurt. And I don't want to see any guy get hurt. I want everything, and this could go for women too. If you're going to come up to a guy, don't come up to him at 150 miles an hour, because he may have a girlfriend already, and you don't want to be that, that sleazy person. And I don't use that term lightly. I don't say that word at all. But look, don't either way, do the right thing. See, think, read, and then approach. Those are the four steps I'm giving you guys in today's video. See with your eyes the situation, read it. If it looks okay, think what could go wrong, and then cautiously go into that situation if it's the right thing to do. And by cautiously, I mean buy her a drink, whatever she wants, and then if she comes up to you and starts talking to you, that's your in. That's the most important thing. Do not rush into the situation, because that'll lead up to something bad happening to you, to the guy, or to the woman, whoever initiates the first contact. Do it slowly, because I don't want anyone, whether it's guy, man, or woman, to get hurt. That's just my 2 cents on this topic. And it may sound like I'm talking one-sided, but it could go either way. It could be a woman coming on too quickly, or it could be a guy coming on too quickly. Either way, if you listen to those 4 steps that I gave you in this video, you should be okay. Now, if you don't listen to my advice, you're gonna get hurt. Plain and simple. I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. Y'all know the drill. Keep real. Have an amazing 2020. Have the best damn birthday you can have in 2020. And just be you. Bye-bye.